Welcome, students. This is Ria Banerjee, and today we are going to begin with the section B. The name of today's chapter is The Weird Whale's Wedding Invitation. So, previously, you had studied about Birbal and Mullah Nasiruddin. So, now we are going to learn about the legends of Tenali Ramalingam. So, let's see what do we have today. Most of us have heard about the wit of Birbal and Mullah Nasiruddin. Tenali Ramalinga is popular and well known too for his wit and intelligence. Tenali is a small town in Andhra Pradesh, and Ramalinga was a simple Brahmin boy from this town. With his wit and intelligence, he went to become the court jester of Krishnadevarayalu of Vijayanagar Empire. Krishnadevarayalu was one of the most famous and successful rulers of Vijayanagar, and he ruled between 1509 and 1529, much before Babur established the Mughal dynasty. So, Tenali Ramalinga was an Indian poet, scholar, thinker, and a special advisor in the court of Sri Krishnadevarayalu. So, this much we know about Tenali Raman. So, keeping this in mind, let's begin with the adventure and the different stories of Tenali Ramalinga. So, let's see what do we have. During the period when Sri Krishnadevarayalu was the ruler of the Vijayanagar Empire, with Hampi as its capital, Mohammedan sultans were ruling Delhi. The sultans were powerful and ruling many parts of northern India. They were always attempting to invade into the Hindu-ruled kingdoms and grab them into their fold. The sultans always found some excuse or the other to wage war. The Delhi Sultan once got an idea to trouble Sri Krishnadevarayalu, and instantly he sent a wedding invitation to him. Going through the contents of the invitation, the royal court Bhuvana Vijayam and the king Ralu went speechless. So, still here, let's see what do we understand from the story. So, during the period, when it is mentioned 1509 to 1529, Sri Krishnadevarayalu was the ruler of Vijayanagar dynasty or Vijayanagar Empire, and the name of the capital was Hampi. At that time, the Sultanate was in the capital Delhi. So the sultans were very powerful, and they were ruling many different parts of the northern India. They always wanted to rule over the Hindu ruled kingdoms and grab them into their fold, means they wanted to make their own territory, all the Hindu ruled kingdoms. Then the sultans always found some excuse or the other to wage war, and in such a situation, the Delhi Sultan once got a tremendous idea to trouble Sri Krishnadevarayalu, and instantly he went on a wedding invitation. Now you will think, how can it be possible that a wedding invitation has become a matter of tension for the king like Sri Krishnadevarayalu? A wedding invitation can never be so much uh, painful for anyone. So let's see what was the invitation all about. Going through the contents of the invitation, the royal court Bhuvana Vijayam and the king went speechless. So let's see. The invitation read thus: Delhi, date, Dear Krishnadevarayalu, we propose to perform the marriage of the newly dug well in our kingdom on the first day of the month. So, of the next month, we have the pleasure of inviting all the wells in your kingdom to attend the ritual, and their presence is solicited from the Sultan of Delhi. So, what have you understood from this weird invitation? The weird invitation tells us that the Sultan of Delhi had sent a mail or a letter or invitation letter to the Krishnadev Ralu that he wants to perform the marriage of the newly dug well in his kingdom. Okay, he wants the wells to get married. Well, that's completely weird. How can it be possible? A well cannot be changed its place from one place to another one, and that also the marriage will take place on the first day of the next month, so he also did not have enough time. We have the pleasure of inviting all the wells in your kingdom to attend the ritual. So they are also inviting all the wells to attend the ritual. Is it possible for any non-living things or any non-living creature or anything to move from one place to another? It's not possible. Okay, and so he was advising the king of Hampi or the king of Vijayanagar, Sri Krishnadevarayalu, to continue with the marriage. So let's see. The trouble did not stop there. A warning letter was attached along with the invitation. Now, that is again more weird. With the invitation, how can a warning letter come? The warning letter said that in case the king failed to send all the wells to his kingdom on the specified date, such action would be treated as an insult and would invite the fury of the Delhi Sultan. Now, that was something odd and something very terrible, which the Sultan had already in his mind that he wanted to capture, he wanted to wage war to the Vijayanagar Empire. So he had different ideas in his mind. So let's see what happened next. Railu, on receiving the invitation along with the letter through a personal messenger from the Sultan of Delhi, could not understand what to do about it. So definitely, Railu could not understand what to do in such a situation. Everyone knew that sending wells from one place to another was practically impossible. Railu was perplexed, means confused, and wondered how to reply. Railu forwarded the puzzling wedding invitation and warning letter to the chief minister, Thimarusu, and asked him to come up with a solution within a day or two. So, what did Railu do after receiving the invitation? Railu was bewildered or perplexed with the thought, so he forwarded the puzzling wedding invitation and, along with that, the warning letter to the chief minister Thimarusu and asked him to come with a solution within a day or two. So, still now we are going to complete, till here we are going to complete today's session. I'll continue with the next part in our next class. So what happened so far is that the Delhi Sultanate or the Sultan of Delhi had sent an invitation to the empire of Vijayanagar, to the emperor of Vijayanagar, Sri Krishna Dev Railu, and Sri Krishna Dev Railu got bewildered and perplexed after receiving the invitation from there, and he quickly sent the warning letter along with the wedding invitation to his chief minister. Okay, so that was a situation of trouble to all the citizens of Vijayanagar Empire. That much we have learned, and we also know that this story is about Tenali Ramalingam. So there must be something very interesting where Tenali Ramalinga would come and find a solution of this trouble. So students, we will continue with the next part in our next video. Till then, bye bye.